Today's lesson is what's paraverbal communication. So let's get started, and we're going to talk about 3 main ways we communicate when speaking and 5 ways we communicate specifically with paraverbal communication. Let's get straight into it. I know that you're busy, so let's go to the next slide. So the ways we communicate when speaking, there's 3 main ways. We have body language, so we have gestures in body language. We can cross our arms. If we cross our arms when speaking, it gives this defensive meaning, generally speaking. If we cross our legs when speaking, or maybe we put our hands up in surprise. So we're communicating different things. Body language is a part of non-verbal communication too. But with non-verbal communication, we also give off other cues, such as we might put our hand on somebody's shoulder to convey a sense of showing compassion. We also include the appearance, the way we choose to present ourselves through clothing, through hairstyles. So this is all non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication usually encapsulates also body language. Then we have paraverbal communication, and that's the point of this video, of course. So let's go to the next slide, and we're going to look at paraverbal communication. So what is paraverbal communication? This basically is the way we communicate using things such as tone of voice, so the emotion that we show in our voice, the pitch, so is it high or low, the volume, the speed of talking, and the vocal clarity. So with the tone of voice, when you speak, the tone of voice provides cues to your emotional state. Are you excited? Are you happy with what you're saying? Are you sad? Are you speaking with a sense of sadness? A warm, friendly tone can give off a very positive vibe and create a positive impression, for example. Then we've got the pitch. It can go from high to low, and it can suggest a lack of confidence, for example, or if it's excessively loud, it can be perceived as being very aggressive. So we have the pitch, then we have the volume. So if you speak too softly, people might think that you're lacking confidence. If you speak too loudly, again, that can be seen as aggressive. So the volume is important in paraverbal communication. Then we have the speech rate. If you speak very fast, it might be seen as being that you are nervous. If you speak very slow, maybe you're a slow thinker, or you're stressed. Again, also fast could be that you're impatient. So the speed rate of your speech can be quite important. Then we've got the vocal clarity. So this is the things such as how your voice resonates and how the message is delivered, if it's delivered effectively. So when we talk about paraverbal communication, it's not necessarily the body language or the non-verbal communication. It's these things connected to your voice. The tone of voice, the pitch, the volume, the speed of talking, and the vocal clarity. How can we improve our paraverbal communication? I think that's quite an important question. One of the best ways is to record yourself. So if you've got a smartphone, which you probably do, I suspect, record yourself and listen to yourself back, and you will soon learn to identify your own volume level, the pitch, your tone. Do you come across confidently? So just recording yourself on your smartphone for 20-30 seconds and listening to it back, you will soon improve your paraverbal communication skills. Another way is to actively listen to other people. Spend time to consciously and carefully listen to how they speak. If you do that, you will soon become very, very aware of the tone, the pitch, the speech rate. You'll become very aware of this, and this will help you to improve your own paraverbal communication skills. Breathing can be a good thing to do, to learn to do properly for regulating your breath. It can make you a much better speaker as well. So these are things you can do to improve your paraverbal communication skills. Why is paraverbal communication important in the workplace? It can improve you as a manager. If you become a better communicator, you're using the right tone, the right pitch. You will come across better and people will trust you more. You become a better manager. And it's easier to manage and deal with workplace conflicts, especially as a manager, when you can approach dealing with these conflicts with the right way of speaking, with the right paraverbal communication. As I've mentioned, it helps to build trust, and it helps to develop relationships when you speak well with paraverbal communication. And also, of course, for customer service. If you have great customer service representatives who speak in a powerful, strong, positive way, this can be very, very good, of course, for your business. Okay, that's it about paraverbal communication today, one of the latest videos on teaching theories. Please subscribe to this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.